Welcome to Comic Toy Reviews, and this is a review in the Marvel Legends 2-pack of Valkyrie and the Green Hulk, and it was made by Hasbro, and it was a Toys R Us exclusive, and these two figures were in the set. And interesting story before we get to the review here. This character of Valkyrie, we saw a prototype of her a couple of years ago, and then Hasbro never made the figure, and it was a question if the figure would ever be made. It took quite a few years, but eventually the fans got it. And as for this Green Hulk, if you look at the face sculpt, it's really the Ed McGuinness style Hulk. And the funny story here is on this Green Hulk, they didn't produce it for quite a number of years, and what Hasbro did was the Red Hulk, they just changed the head sculpt, and they made the Red Hulk a Build-A-Figure in his own wave, and it was just based on this mold, and they just changed the colors in the head. And then, even though this was first, it was the Red Hulk who got made for the public, and then for this 2-pack, they made this Green Hulk. So, fans finally got it in figure form. Between the two, this is the only appearance of Valkyrie, and the Hulk's had quite a few figures. So we'll go to the Valkyrie review first. Not a bad figure. The sculpt on the face looks kind of cute, which is rare, because if you've seen the old Toy Biz stuff, how a lot of the female figures looked bad, and a lot of the early Hasbro Marvel Legend females looked bad. But Valkyrie, hopefully it's going to show, but they did a pretty good job. And the hair is tied up here. And she got this incredibly huge spear weapon, which is actually bigger than her. And the spear weapon is actually a little taller than the Hulk even. It's all sculpt detail here, it's all ridged here, and a nice spear end over here. She has this sword, but it's just basically a gold sword. It looks pretty plain though, I mean just one color of gold on it. And even the handle, there's no paint here. It would have been nice if there was paint, or some detailing or some shading. But the end here, there's like a carving. It's pretty tough to see maybe, but there is a symbol at the very hilt of the sword. So that's a pretty good detail. She also has, and it was missing to show earlier, it has a sheath right here that's on the hip side. It's supposed to hold the sword, but it doesn't hold the sword. It's just for show, and you just put it on the side here. Over here, I removed the cape. There's a peg in the back, and you could see two little circles there. The cape is very plain, very basic. And I'm going to keep the cape off for the review so I can show you the articulation better. You can see the laced up here. Look like sandals over here. Got some sculpt detail here. This is painted on, and this is painted on, but this is actual sculpt detail on the bracelets over here. And even at the neck here, it's got some detail here. The head, side to side, good range of motion up and down, and the hair doesn't get in the way of that. The shoulders, side to side, up and down. One point of articulation at the elbow, and you can't spin it. Same thing here. The wrist, you can't turn it at the wrist, open hand. And you can turn this at the wrist, also got an open hand. Upper body here, can go up and down and side to side. Nothing at the waist. At the legs, the hips here, side to side, up and down. One point of knee articulation, but you can spin it. Same thing here, one point at the knee. Nothing at the lower legs, but at the feet area, Just up and down, and you can spin that as well. So the articulation isn't so bad. The detailing's okay, but this was a much wanted character, so it is good to get Valkyrie. This Green Hulk is huge here, and as mentioned, it took a while to get this figure because it was delayed. But what's really cool is if you got the Red Hulk and you got this Green Hulk, since they use the same base body and just the head is different, then they're a perfect match. I could say that one fits the other perfectly for a display. So that's a really good thing to have. And as mentioned, Ed McGuinness art. Some people like his style and some don't. This Hulk looks to be one of the better ones. Maybe not the best one overall, but definitely one of the higher ones, I would say. It's nice that they used some shading here, Hasbro, that they're actually using shading again. Because under early Marvel Legends, they didn't shade too much. So this is pretty nice. The head is ball jointed, so it could go up and down, side to side. The shoulders here, it's nice how it goes down to the arms and shoulder blades. Can go side to side, up and down. Upper biceps right here. You got one point of articulation at the elbow. Both hands could turn at the wrist and go in and out, and they are closed fists for this Green Hulk. Upper articulation here is good, and side to side. At the hip area, you got side to side, you got up and down, upper thighs over there. You got one point of articulation at the knee, and the feet, you can spin it up and down, and just spin it up and down. No side to side though. It would have been nice if it had that, but it doesn't have it. Overall, I would say Valkyrie and Hulk, it's an unusual 2-pack, but a good 2-pack, especially if you don't have either character. So that's the review, and thanks for watching. Hulk says, let's go to a diner and have something to eat.